Today we're making smashed broccoli chicken Alfredo bites. So the first thing you're gonna do is steam some broccoli. I just microwaved this in the bag for like 3.5 minutes. And once it gets soft, you're just gonna add it to a baking sheet. And this may not have been steamed enough, but we'll see if it smashes. All right, boom. And now you take something to smash it with. I have this little mini mason jar. What's up, Heidi? What's up, Nisi? So as you can see, it's smashed pretty thin. There we go. And this is also, the way I'm doing it is like an experiment, but it's also really good if you do exactly what I'm doing, but you add just cheddar. I've thought about bacon too, but that one like kind of broke apart. All right, and one more. There we go. So do it like that. I feel like I could like make this one a little bigger. So boom. All right. So got them like this. And now what we're gonna do is take some chicken. Love this community in your lives. Hey, thank you, Alicia. That's what these are about. I go on here and cook, not because it's like the most convenient way to show you how to make something, because the community of everyone in the comments. So to everyone who shows up to these, you guys are why I do this. And if you have questions, I'll get to the comments when I can, but it's like distracting to sit here and cook and also answer questions. So usually like once I put it in the oven, I'll go back. So if you have a question and I don't usually answer it, just ask it anyway. And then once I put this in the oven, we'll have time for me to answer it. So that's what these are about. So we're just adding a little bit of rotisserie chicken to the broccoli. And this was straight out of the fridge. It took a lot of willpower today for me not to eat this entire thing once I got it, but we did it. All right, so a little bit of chicken, maybe a little more. Even out of the fridge, the skin is so good. Made your broccoli salad today, and the hubby loved it. Bravo. Hey, I'm glad you guys liked it. So chicken on the broccoli, season it. That's salt, oregano. Oh no, I like dumped way too much. Whatever. And pepper, and then we'll add some garlic. Boom. Now we're gonna top it with some mozzarella and then a little bit of Parmesan. And by the way, guys, speaking of mozzarella, I just made a recipe that involving mozzarella that I'll probably post it tomorrow. I'm really excited for you guys to see. Where have you been the last 2 days? So I usually go live Sunday through Thursday. Last week my parents were in town, so I missed Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then Friday and Saturday, me and Anna, we went out. I went out with Anna and Sophia last night. We had a lot of fun. All right, so we're taking this, putting it in the air fryer. And I'm gonna do 400, bake it, I'm gonna actually bake it for, say, let's just start with like 20 minutes and then we'll check on it soon. All right. And now I'm gonna make the Alfredo sauce. Have any ideas for eggplant? So if you slice eggplant really thin, either long ways or in circles, you can make lasagna out of it. For example, if you have a dish like this, if you have a dish like this, slice the eggplant into circles and make a little lasagna. If you have a bigger dish, I'm gonna sneeze. If you have a bigger dish, what you can do is slice it long ways and then do it like that. Tried broccoli stems, they are so good. Nice. Watching from South Africa. Hey, shout out to Alan. Mel, we cannot wait to eat your food. All right, so we're gonna make the sauce now. So let me grab my, and then other ideas for eggplant. You could chop it up into little pieces and do like an air fryer dinner. I kind of do that sometimes with like zucchini and yellow squash. I posted that one today with sausage. So that's another way to make eggplant. I'm trying to think of other ideas. I actually have a recipe, and not Carefree Keto, which you can get on Amazon, my newest book, but the book before that, Breaking Up with Carbs, I have a recipe where I use eggplant as like burger buns. What does the wife eat? So I actually made her, let's go ahead and get started, but I actually made her dinner. I'll show you in a second. So a pan, turn it on. All right. And first thing we're gonna add is some butter. And then we're gonna put some minced garlic in here. This is like homemade Alfredo sauce. That's about probably a tablespoon. Adding bacon and jalapeno to that broccoli, chicken, and cheese would be awesome. Ooh, I love it, Karen. So the reason I didn't go that route is because we're doing an Alfredo vibe. But I could see that being really good. By the way, I have a question for you guys. So I put a ribeye that was about to go bad in the freezer, and it turned brown in the freezer. Is there any reason like why I shouldn't eat it? Now that it's back in the fridge, it's not as brown anymore. But it was weird, it turned brown in the freezer. And it was totally sealed. So once this butter melts, we're gonna add this. Just a little bit of minced garlic. Don't eat it. It wasn't bad. I put it in the freezer and it immediately turned brown when it froze. You guys are saying it's gotta go. Do you weep your eggplant? It gets the sour taste out. Do you mean wash? All right, so the butter, we add the minced garlic. And there's only 2 other ingredients. Let me like adjust this. It could be freezer burn. As long as it doesn't smell bad. I've had meat turn brown in the freezer, it's normal. Okay. Just set it for 15 minutes to get the sour juice out. Are you guys talking about eggplant still? Maybe on the edge of expiring. Yeah, it's thawing. Let's look at it now. It's been in there for a few hours. It's still a little purplish, but I don't know. I think it looks fine. Frozen meat turns brown. It's fine when you take it out, cut into it, and if it's red on the inside. Okay, cool. Wow, thank you guys. Yeah, ever since I started following more keto macros, I found that ribeyes are my favorite steak. I was eating like flank steaks and stuff that are just a lot more protein, but now that I'm back on a higher fat version of low carb, I'm really into ribeyes right now. Okay, so the garlic has been in here for about a minute or 2. It is now time to add half a cup of heavy cream. I love heavy cream. I've also been putting heavy cream in my coffee, instead of protein shakes in the morning. And the reason why is because I eat 5 eggs or 6 eggs, sometimes 7 eggs, but let's just say 6 eggs for breakfast. So I'm getting 35 grams of protein at breakfast, and then throughout the rest of the day, I'm still hitting my 200 gram goal. But the 3 carbs in my protein shake, I just can't justify. So I put heavy cream in my coffee now, and it also helps me have more like keto style macros. How much cream? About 3 tablespoons, but it's in 3 cups, so 1 tablespoon per cup. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry and I'm only gonna drink 2 cups, I'll add like 1.5 to each. Or were you asking about how much cream for the sauce? Because the Alfredo sauce calls for 1/2 cup. I actually have the recipe right here. You guys could screenshot this. I don't know, I might be in the way. But it's a tablespoon of butter, a clove of garlic, 1/2 cup heavy cream, 1/2 cup grated Parmesan, salt and pepper, and then you could add parsley. So I have my own recipe for, I'll take that away now. So I have my own recipe for Alfredo sauce, which is basically this, but I actually just told ChatGPT to write it out in recipe format for me because I couldn't find my notes, and it came out perfect. So shout out to AI. All right, now that it's like bubbling, we're gonna add our Parmesan and just gently stir it in. Ever tried the pizza cone? I have not. I think I saw that on Reels the other day though. Oh, by the way, guys, speaking of like rolling up things into dough, I made some cinnamon rolls with a 2-ingredient dough yesterday that I'm really excited to post as well. And I've done this before with like the bottle of Parmesan cheese that you just buy in the aisle at the grocery store. But it doesn't turn out as good. It just turns out like really weird and greasy. So this is fresh grated Parmesan. I've made lemon Parmesan coated asparagus air fried. Ooh, that sounds so good. How did you know cooking was your passion? So the reason I get on here and cook is because cooking is not my passion. I don't enjoy cooking. And when you do a diet like keto or low carb, unless you just have endless money to spend on like keto snacks and keto meals and keto treats and keto meal preps, it's really expensive. So you have to figure out how to cook a few meals for yourself. And I just realized like, man, I suck at cooking. I don't like cooking. I've got to make my own food though, because I can't just have someone cook for me, or I can't go to the store and buy the frozen keto meals that are like $12 a meal. So what I do is I just like make lazy recipes, things that are easy to cook. Basically things that like a 12-year-old could cook. Oh, now we add some salt and pepper. And I post them to my page. And I guess that's my passion, is like helping people do keto, low carb, whatever healthy lifestyle, just like mostly real food. I have a weakness for cheese sticks. Shout out to cheese sticks. All right, so this is a little thick, but there we go. Maybe it needs a little more cream. It's kind of thick. I know you stay away from gluten and all of that. I have celiac and now I'm on the keto diet and my body is craving gluten. So I don't necessarily avoid gluten. I think that just doing a low carb diet cuts out most of that from your meals. But if there's a low carb tortilla or low carb bread that has some gluten in it, I don't really run away from it. Do you use natural cream? I do, just regular heavy whipping cream. What are higher alt levels, Kelly? All right, so let's check on the broccoli bites now. Oh, the Ninja Creamy. I've been using the Ninja Creamy a lot. And I have some tips. The first tip that I have, though, is don't use it if you have like an open living room and kitchen where they're connected. Don't use it while someone is watching TV in the living room because it is so loud. Like, we can't hear the TV. And so that's my critique. It's very loud. My second critique is, oh, crushed red pepper would be great, Karen. You're right. I have some. I'll add that. My second critique would be that you have to let the mixture that you froze sit out for like 30 minutes before you spin it in the creamy. Otherwise, it comes out powdery. I tried this. So I thought it was powdery just because it was all protein and I didn't add heavy cream or milk. Because the first time I made it, I just froze a protein shake, put it in, spun it again, and it was just powdery. And eventually adding milk and cream helped it. And I thought, oh, it must just need more fat. But that's not the case because the next time I just froze it with heavy cream in it and then I spun it and it was still powdery. So somebody told me this in my DMs that you have to let the mixture sit out for 30 minutes. And that seems to help, or just pop it in the microwave for like 30, 45 seconds. All right, so the broccoli is looking good. We're gonna take it out. It's been baking for around 15 minutes. Ooh, yeah. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we drizzle it on top or should we put the Alfredo in a cup and dip it? I need a spatula. What do you think of the brand Keto Science? I actually used to put their MCT oil in my like shakes. I think they're good. All right. MCT oil is good for energy. It doesn't improve weight loss though. Same with exogenous ketones. I recently started using these ketones from a company called Ketone Aid, and they are not for weight loss. They actually specifically say on it, not for weight loss. They're for energy. When you're doing keto or if you're not doing keto and you want to use ketones for energy, you can take ketones and it's good. All right, this one fell apart. It was like a bunch of random broccoli pieces I put together, so I'm not surprised. So we've got these. I'll see what you guys think about. What is your stance on corn and chickpea pasta? So on the like chickpea pasta or the protein pastas, people have been, I have something on my mustache. The pastas people are eating that are lower carb. If you're living a low carb lifestyle, I think that's fine. If you're doing keto, they just have too many carbs. But when I was doing low carb, like 50 or 60 carbs a day, I really, really liked this recipe me and Anna did. So you take chickpeas, you toss them in a bowl with oil and taco seasoning, and then you air fry them, and they are so addicting and so good. Drizzle on top, pour it on top. I do a protein shake and Greek yogurt. I never let mine sit out that long, like maybe 5 minutes, while I put dirty dishes in the dishwasher. So you're saying when you do that, it doesn't come out powdery, Sammy? Maybe so I think, now that I say that, I remember. The message the girl sent me was, if your freezer is really cold, you will have issues. So maybe what's happening is our freezer is just extra cold, and that's why we have issues. So are we gonna drizzle Alfredo or dip? I'm getting a lot of dip comments. I'm getting a lot of drizzle. Hubby is in love with peanut butter cookies, thank you. Hey, that's another amazing recipe. And I think the peanut butter chocolate chip one is in Carefree Keto. I've made cheese sauce using cashews. So there's a restaurant in Austin called, what is it called? Me and Anna went there with my parents last weekend. It's called, I can't think of the name. It's like I forget the name, but they had a cashew-based cheese sauce that was pretty good. So if you're looking for protein drinks that are clear, there's a protein, I don't know about clear, but if you just mean like that's not a shake, there's one called Protein 2O that I get at Walmart sometimes. It's really good. And it's like purple though. But it's not a shake, it's like a Gatorade style drink. Alright, so the Alfredo sauce is gonna go in here. It's a little thick, but yeah, I must have added too much cheese because it's a little thick. So I was so confident in letting ChatGPT write it out for me. I must have, when I put it in the caption, I'm gonna go back to my recipe, my original recipe, and put that one in the caption because this one is a little thick. But it's good. That tastes good. I mean, it tastes like Alfredo sauce. It's just really thick. All right. Let's dip the broken one and eat it. And eat that one. So this one came apart. We're just gonna dip it and then... Oh my god. This is so good. Whoa. Oh my god, I want to eat all of these. Okay, let's take a picture and then I'll eat some more. That is really good. Red pepper. I can't forget the red pepper. Where is it? Oh, so here's what I made Anna. Thank you, Laura, for reminding me. The picture looks good. The red pepper flakes made the picture look really nice too. So thank you guys for that suggestion. Yum. All right, that's good. So here's what I made Anna, and then I'll take another bite. It's what I make her all the time. It's just salmon with chili lime seasoning. It's so good. She doesn't eat the skin, so I'm just gonna take it off now. No! I should have dipped the skin in here. All right, so we got this. Dip it in the super thick Alfredo. Oh my god. I'll take another skin and try it. The skin is good. But just to contrast these are so much better. So good. So the recipe for the salmon is so easy. I just spray salmon with oil. You could just rub oil on it. And then I add chili lime seasoning from Trader Joe's. This is what it looks like. Where is it? Oh. We just bought 6 of them yesterday because we always run out and we don't go to Trader Joe's enough. But chili lime seasoning, and then you air fry or you bake it at 425 for 15 minutes, and it's that easy. So another smashed broccoli into the Alfredo. Becky is down 22 pounds. Shout out to Becky. Let's get it. These are so good. I didn't plan on making all of these. I mean, I didn't plan on eating all of these, but oh my God. What's up, Jim Babe? So it was fresh broccoli that you can steam in the bag. I've done it with frozen and it works too. I know, Jen. It was such a quick recipe. I was like, let's just eat them all. Wow. But all right, guys, I'm going to get off here. So shout out to everyone who showed up. If you guys have other questions, send me a DM. I'll try to get to them, or I'll be on here tomorrow. Maybe not Tuesday. We're going to, shout out to Mel. She was in here earlier. We're going to her house on Tuesday. So depending on what time we get back, I mean, probably we'll try and watch fireworks or something. So who knows? But definitely Wednesday I will be back. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Anna is out of town this weekend, so I will be live Friday and Saturday as well. All right, guys. I love you. I believe in you. Have a blessed rest of your night. Bye.